Well, hello everybody. Welcome to another impromptu reading of another selection from my vast collection. I hope you enjoy this. So, I've been cleaning out my junk room. You know how everyone has like a junk drawer? Well, I have a room full of junk. I think more and more people have storage units full of junk. Thankfully, I'm not to that level, but I do have a room full of junk. So I was cleaning out that room, and what did I happen to find but a long forgotten copy of Jack Palance's book that he wrote called The Forest of Love. It's a really interesting story because I love Westerns, and I loved Jack Palance. He was awesome. He just kind of had that kind of gritty wisdom about him. And I remember watching him in movies, and he kind of had like that sly humor. But he wrote a love story, like an homage to love. And that's what this book is. It's called The Forest of Love. I remember picking this up kind of during a period of my life that was kind of in grief. And I don't know really why this story, this book, was something that I had to have. But it's really interesting. So I thought we would give a little bit of early history to Jack Palance. He was actually Ukrainian. He was, born in America. He was born in Pennsylvania, in Latimer Mines. He was actually named, and please forgive me for my mispronunciation, Volodymyr Palanyuk in 1919 in Latimer Mines, Pennsylvania. Parents were Ukrainian immigrants. His father was born in southwestern Ukraine. Interesting. So I guess they immigrated here. He was one of 6 children, and he worked in the coal mines during his youth. Oh, and he was a professional boxer. Yes, I am getting this from Wikipedia. He would box under the name of Jock Brazo. And interestingly enough, I just read that he had a small period of time in which he went to Stanford. But he had a scholarship to North Carolina, Chapel Hill, but left after 2 years. Disgusted by commercialization of the sport. Interesting. He actually was in the Army. Wait. I take that back. With the outbreak of World War II, Palance's athletic career ended, and his career as a member of the United States Army Air Forces began. Okay, so I was Army Air Force. His face was said to have become disfigured while bailing out of a B-24 Liberator bomber during a training flight in southern Arizona, where he was a student pilot. His distinctive cheekbones and deep-set eyes were said to have been the result of reconstructive surgery. Interesting. Well, we all know him as someone who was frequently in Westerns. frequently was someone who was gravelly, worn, and wise. So when I stumbled on this book, The Forest of Love, which is a very tender appreciation of love in all its forms, I was kind of shocked, really. So I'll read you the dust cover here. Here lie scheming armies of exotic temptations. Here lie brooding bands of angels and devils, poised and ready to soothe or ruffle, embrace or repulse, love or nothing. So opens this epic love story by acclaimed actor Jack Palance. Palance takes us on an intimate and emotional ride through a love affair, the love of a woman and the love of nature, brilliantly intertwining his artwork and text in a journey filled with exhilaration, passion, ecstasy, disappointment, remorse, and ultimately rebirth. A writer and artist for all his life, this is his first published work. What emerges is a surprisingly honest and intimate glimpse into the heart and mind of love. During all its incarnations, by a man who is strong enough to say what love is and what it isn't. He allows the reader to see the raw underbelly without grimacing, to express what every lover, man or woman, has felt towards the beloved. In doing so, he reveals the essence of male sexuality, the need for intimacy. The story comes full circle by ending in the forest. The climax is pure fantasy, as the love of a woman becomes one with nature. The reader is left feeling like a privileged voyeur who has seen into the shadows of love to glean pearls of wisdom. On the surface, this work contrasts with the screen image of Palance as a tough-talking man's man. But even during Palance's long screen career, the undertone of his performances revealed a man of great sensitivity, passion, and confidence. This book ultimately confirms these characteristics and establishes Palance as a fresh voice of male sensuality. I honestly forgot how risque, raw, intimate this book was. I remember buying it. It was many years ago. Oh, I totally forgot how deep this book was. Anyway, let's start. And I apologize if I leave you hanging. But this is more like a old school kind of long poem. In the book, there's even pictures I'm pretty sure that he drew. Very simple, but clear. Nice. This book was published, says in 1996. Oh, not sure about that. Okay. The forest of love is everywhere. And if love is a forest, love is a tree. And a tree is love. There's nothing more beautiful than a tree. Nothing except perhaps the human mind. This is where the tree is born, blossoms, is destroyed. End of love. But with care and devotion, another tree will grow, another love will bloom. Love has no numbers, no age. It is infinite in its variety, in its breadth and depth, and the coloration of its Indian summer gone mad. The human mind, over which so few can exercise control, is the heart of love. Here lie scheming armies of exotic temptations. Here lie brooding bands of angels and devils, poised and ready to soothe or ruffle, embrace or repulse, love or nothing. And as always at the close, the forest whispers, I love you. When I left you this morning, your lips were slumbering passion flowers, and I wanted to love you again. But you were more than half asleep, and I was more than half desperately tired. You were the most beautiful woman I had ever seen, and as I lay there looking at you, I reflected on the intense pleasures, now dominant, in that slender love body. Of course, you know I love you. I couldn't touch you this way if I didn't. Even if you are now, quite possibly, fast asleep. I love you, but I don't know why. I don't know why I love you. Perhaps for the most primitive reason. How I envy those who can count the ways. I have only one way then. I love you because you are my woman, or you were just a while ago. Today he visited where I was working. Last night we loved. Today we're mute. You were as lovely as you always are. You were the woman I had possessed so many times in the last weeks. But now I could not reach you. You sitting there beside me, cool, aloof, yet burning inside. I could feel the fire blazing wild. But you were gone, and, strangely, so was I, again. How many times have we done this? Reached for each other and found nothing. In this, all we have then, a physical passion that consumes and leaves nothing for in between. I want to devour you, make you part of me. Then there would be no reaching, searching. You would always be inside of me, and I in you. Oh my. Whew. That's some hot reading right there. And I hear my cat in the background meowing. Meowing. I don't know if y'all hear that, but I hear it. Woo! Jack Palance. My goodness. You had a hot stirring in your something. My goodness. Lord have mercy. Whew. I don't know. That was fun. I think I'm gonna need a cold shower now, though. I'm gonna be thinking about all kinds of westerns and stuff, leather, high cheekbones. Okay, yeah, it's time for me to stop. Y'all have a wonderful night, and I'll see you next time. Bye.